Welcome to the Indie Arc Connection podcast. Hang out with us as we gush about our latest advanced reading copies with the author. If you like what you hear, check the description, indieromantasyreads.com, or our Instagram page for the link to apply for the ARC. Your next great indie romantasy read awaits. Welcome to the Indie Arc Connection podcast. This is Sarah and Laura, and we're so excited to get to talk to H.E. Bauman today. First, what's been going on in the world? Honestly, space. That's all that's been happening in my house is Artemis 2 on the live stream 24/7, day and night.
Yeah.
It's just space. That's my whole house. And we're going to go to the Air and Space Museum next weekend.
Oh, that's fun. I love museums. Like, we have the Air Force Museum near us, and we go all the time. But Air and Space Museums are always so cool.
This one's like an Air Force type museum. And then apparently where I live has a big history of flight. I didn't know that. And then we have a huge planetarium that has really good shows. Yeah, it's so fun. So that's what we're gonna do next weekend. So it's just space.
Fun.
The NASA.
There is a whole NASA section in the Air Force Museum, and I can say the Air Force Museum. It's the one at Wright Pat Air Force Base.
The one by you, the good one.
The one,
right?
You should all know. It has a whole NASA section, and they have like the actual pods, landing pods, I guess, that
That's
crash down into the ocean. Yeah,
right.
You can go touch one. It's crazy.
That's so fun. That's so fun. We're also going to be watching. I feel like this whole space stuff is really timely, given that the book we're about to talk about is all based in space. I'm very excited about this.
Yes.
But my daughter had never watched. Somehow, when we were watching it as a family, she missed it, and so we're going to be watching Hidden Figures because I was like, "Hey, so here's how we got here, actually." And she's like, "What? Women did this?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, specifically black women. Like that's who did this. Like,
yes,
not just anyone." And so she's very, very excited about it. So
that is such a fabulous movie. I loved it.
I love
so much.
everything about it.
Yeah.
So good. So yeah, I was like, "Oh, we're due for a rewatch. Let's go." I said, "How did you miss this the first time?" She's like, "I don't know. You guys were watching a movie, and I thought that might be scary. I'm out." And I was like, "Okay, this is not a scary movie.
Scary.
This is a movie about math and equality. So,
Yep,
not scary. There's some space involved. It'll be great." But yeah, I figure with everything we're going to be talking about, I was like, "Oh, here we go. Artemis 2.
It all connects.
The Sundered
full circle.
The Sundered Stars." I'm very excited. And then the Stellar Veil. I'm so excited to read book 2.
Oh my God,
Holy
I can't wait. I can't wait. So glad the ARC forms are out because I don't want to wait.
Right? I know with the ending, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a big cliffhanger, but it's enough where you're like, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're not done.
The whole book is so engaging that you don't want it to stop. And obviously it has to stop for the next book, but God, it was so good.
It really was. Yeah, you devoured that book. I was
did.
like, wait a minute, you're done already. Damn it, Laura, I haven't even started. It's my own fault for having like 6 books to read at once. So I'm so sorry.
Well, that was actually part of the reason.
Because you're like, oh, hey, no, I read this one. No, I read this one already too. I'm starting this one. What is happening? Okay, well, apparently I need to up my reading game.
I had like 4 arcs at the same time, and I was like, I need to figure this out. Plus the book of the month.
Like when you start to break down, like, oh no, which one's the most important for me to read first?
Which one comes out first? Okay, I'm reading that one.
Sometimes I will just if it's all within, because sometimes they're all within a week of each other. And I'm like, okay. So I'll rotate, like I'll read 2 or 3 chapters of one and then go to the next one and the next one until one of them like grabs my attention and I can't stop. And then I'll just finish that one and then go to the next and then the next. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, eventually I get them all. I do get them done. Just, man, not as fast as you right now. Shoot.
Well, the hyperfixation is real.
I mean, I have it too, but apparently not right now. I
Yeah,
think I've just been hyper fixated on edits, so it's
yeah.
fine.
Well,
I have
there are
2
lots
books
of
in production, so whew.
that is so much. So time
Uh-huh.
consuming.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep.
Hmm.
I
But
start
you did.
hallucinating sounds. Like, okay, so for editing, I have to ask this because like you edit and such. Do
Mhm.
you like if you at some point do you start to like see things that maybe you're like, wait, was that there?
Sometimes
Did my
I'm
brain
like,
fill in that word? Do I
did
need a
I
nap?
mhm. Did I
Did I already read
already
this page?
mhm. Yep.
So like I'll start to be like, wait, am I hearing a sound that's not there? I need to take a walk for a second and
Yeah.
come back because I think I'm hallucinating sounds now and that's not what I want. Or like I
Yeah.
can't see them. So I'm like, oh, let me expand this. Okay. Do I
Well,
need my glasses? Like, are my eyes tired? Like, what?
for me, I at
What's
least have
happening?
style sheets so I can go back and be like, okay, you do this in your book. This author does this. So I can sort of refresh my brain.
Right. That's good.
Hmm. Well, and I
Oh,
do so
so
many
funny.
like series, so remembering
Sure.
when the like book 3 comes up. Oh, okay, yeah, that's how we do this for the okay.
Oh, yep, yep, yep. That's how I feel when I have a new, like, the next book in the series. I'm like, okay, let me walk back in the booth. Let's open up. Oh,
Hmm.
yep. Let me put that book on. Okay, we got it. We're
Yeah,
in.
but it's so
Oh,
funny
where are
how
all
like
those voices? There they are.
you'll get like immediately immersed back into it, and you're like, oh yes, this was
Mhm.
amazing.
Yep, and you're like, "Oh, yeah, yeah." Which, hey, that's why I pick books I really love because
Yeah, if you
I
don't
have to
like
spend
it,
a lot of
then
time in it. You gotta spend a lot of time in it, so
yes,
you better like it.
I've been very lucky that I have not only loved all the books that I've edited, but all of the authors have been amazing. So,
Yes,
yeah.
same, same. I feel very, very, very fortunate to get to do what I really love to do and work with people that I really enjoy and can call friends, like,
Yes.
that's huge.
Mhm.
I definitely definitely prioritize that.
Yeah. And then we have the book of the month where we can talk to the authors, which is awesome. And
Ugh,
then
I love
now
it.
we have the podcast where we could talk to the authors. And
I mean,
it's
listen,
awesome.
are we just collecting author friends? I think we're just
Yep.
collecting more author friends.
I'm not mad about it.
Nope, nope,
Yep.
it's very fun.
Yeah. So I am very excited to talk to H.E. Bauman about The
First,
Sundered Stars is the first book. And you do have to read that before you read The Stellar Veil.
yes,
Um,
it's very important.
it's very important and it's so freaking good.
Yeah, yeah, very
Mhm.
immersive read.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, so
Well,
excited to talk to her.
yes, we'll see you again in a minute.
Bye. Hey everyone, welcome to Indie Arc Connection podcast. I'm Sarah and I'm joined by Laura and we are hosting H.E. Bowman today to talk about the Sundered Stars and the Stellar Veil and I am so excited.
Mhm.
So welcome.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
So space romantasy, that's different. How did you come up with that?
Yes, it's so strange. This idea came to me probably 4 years ago now, and I was driving on my way to a convention for my first published series, which is like Gaslamp Romantasy, and I had like a 4-hour drive, and I just my
Mhm.
brain and my imagination took off and was like, well, why not put the two together? Because I've always loved science fiction, and
Mhm.
even like space fantasy, like Star Wars. I was like, but we could make it more romantic than that.
Mhm. Love it.
Yeah. Yes, it definitely needed to be more romantic. Good job. I'm so excited.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes. Um,
Yeah, super
and
good.
I loved that your characters I loved that Mo was not only, like, this strong female with rage because we all have that, but that she has a, like, chronic illness too, but she doesn't let it stop
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
Um, but when you're in her head in the book, she is so hard on herself and she like pushes herself past what she should. And I think that's just so relatable.
yes.
um,
I definitely did not write that from personal experience or anything.
yes, yes. Is that
Oh man.
something you went in wanting to represent?
It is. So when I was 18, was a senior in high school, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease that affects like my whole body, my joints, all that stuff. Um, and when I was going through that at such a young, tender age, and being a big reader and not seeing things like that in fantasy books, um, as I got older, I just wished that I had someone I could relate to in the hobby that I enjoyed. Um, So I thought, well, why don't I write it now? And I don't write for a young adult audience, of course. I mean, if you've read Southern Real, you know that. But I feel like chronic illness is so underrepresented, and so many people don't
Mhm.
understand what that experience can look like. Although, of course, it's extremely varied, and most experience is just one of many. Um, but yeah, I wrote that intentionally. Like I went in knowing that about her.
Yeah, you could really tell that it was authentic,
Yeah,
and I mean, everybody's experience is different, but having that sort of universal, like, chronic, fatigue and everything that she went through and not wanting to succumb to it, made her character just really interesting. I loved that. Yeah, she was real
thank you.
I mean, she's the main character, but I think she's my favorite for sure. I'm excited for more of it.
She's a big favorite, but I do love her so
She's so great. Like, she's so great. I love how stubborn she is. Like, and that she
yeah.
knows she's stubborn. I really like that you did that with her. That she's
Mhm.
like, yeah, I know I'm stubborn and I know I'm harsh and I know I'm short-tempered and I know I don't want you to touch my ship. Like, stop. And no, I don't want your help. Like, I cannot.
Mm.
And that it was just that I guess I liked that she was aware of it and that her friends were also aware of this about her, but loved her
Yeah.
even, not like despite it, but just loved her, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think I feel like we don't see a lot of that, where that's just accepted, like, yeah, that's just Mo, like, you're lucky if she likes you, like, good luck. You gotta earn
Yeah,
that, sir.
and, they'll her friends will, like, push her a little bit to soften her edges sometimes when it would benefit her especially, um,
Right.
and we need our friends to challenge us, but I I didn't want them to try to change her, right? Um,
Right.
because she's a grown woman, she knows who she is, she knows what she wants, and to have your friends respect that, I feel like is something we all have probably wanted at some point in our adult lives.
Mhm. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think friendships like that are important to represent as well because, like, none of us do this alone. We we
Yeah.
all have friends that we lean on, and, like, for her, she's had, like, real experiences that make her the way she is, but she being able to still, like, trust and lean on her friends is really important, um and I liked, with Ezra yes,
I love
I loved
him.
him to begin with.
I love him so much.
He was so great. I love that he caught her by surprise, that she was like, "Why are you, like, nice, and I don't understand this?"
I know.
Literally.
I've always, like, in my author group chat and stuff, I've always referred to Mo as like an alley cat who's, like, scared of affection, where you have, like, this person who's like, "I'm here to be nice to you and adopt you," and you're like, "But are you? Are you really gonna be nice to me? I don't know."
That's
She's like, "I'm coming
suspicious.
at you, claws out."
Yeah, she is, yeah, which, obviously you too have read the book, so you understand why she is suspicious. She's been through so much. Um,
100%. It is
yeah,
valid.
Yeah.
yeah,
But, oh, they're so listen, this is the loveliest, agonizing, slow
Yeah.
burn situation you've created, and why I appreciate it, okay, listen, I will be upfront, I'm not a slow burn person. I'm really not.
and
Like, I'm
I won you
normally
over.
you did, like, because
Mhm.
while everything is like these little bits and you're just being teased, you're like, "Oh, oh, look, they looked at each other. Oh, look. Oh, maybe they will brush fingers. Oh god." Right? There's all the,
Mhm.
like, winning each other over sort of thing, like this slow budding situation, but there's so much going on in the story outside
Mhm.
of all of that. There's
Yes.
so much action and discovery, and you've created such a rich experience in this book. Like, I felt like, okay, I am sitting like in the middle of like an IMAX 3D movie situation reading this book.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
it was very
Yeah.
vivid. Yeah, no, like
Mhm.
I loved it, right? Laura, we're both like,
Yeah.
oh my God, favorite book, best thing ever.
And that's such a big
No.
compliment, because I know a lot of people talk about, like, seeing a movie in their head, like, as they're reading or they're writing. I don't
Mhm.
see anything in my head. I don't have any imagery in my brain as I write. So
Oh
to
my
hear
God.
that my descriptions have transferred well,
Wow,
is
yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Wow,
you
that's
did
so interesting.
great.
Yeah. So what
No
does your
images in my head. It's a little strange.
so
That's
what does your
amazing.
writing process look like if you don't see
Yeah,
images and
a
stuff?
lot of reference
Like,
images. But then as far as the actual story, I pants and I plot. It just kind of depends. Every project is a little bit different for me. I went into Sundered Stars first book
mhm,
with like a very tight outline because I knew exactly what the story was going to be. I had spent so long kind of marinating in it while I finished writing my first series, um, that I had all the pieces laid out.
mhm.
The second book, The Stellar Veil, I also had largely plotted out. But then books 3 and 4, I'm flying a little bit by the seat of my pants as I work on them. I know the trajectory of the story, but um, I don't have the specific scenes outlined like I did for the first 2 books.
Okay, I just
Okay.
have to jump in and say I'm so excited that
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
book 3
I
and
know
4
I'm
coming.
as of recording, I'm about 30% of the way drafting book 3, so yeah,
Oh,
a
wow.
lot of
Nice.
emotional
Very
damage,
nice.
just as a warning.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
And everybody's already so
Yeah,
torn
everyone's
apart.
really
Oh,
already
this is so great.
traumatized.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
so great. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
Poor them.
I
for
didn't
them,
mean to
for
them,
real though.
but
Uh, with with your magic system, um,
Oh,
was there
yes.
anything like Star Wars that sort of, inspired it? Because you have gods in there, you have their innate magic, you have lots of different things, mixed with the science and
I do,
everything.
yeah. So I wanted to create kind of like an elemental magic system, but not in the standard, like, earth, wind, water, and fire that we typically think of. Like I grew up watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's still one of my favorite shows ever, probably. It's
Mhm.
classic. Um,
Yeah,
so I loved like
so
the
good.
idea of
It's
that
so
kind of
good.
magic and that kind of soft system where you don't have to cast like spells or do anything like that. You can just summon and manipulate your magic. Um, but I wanted to, yeah,
Mm,
just come up with something a little bit different, which is why I have like the shadow users, the fire users, and then the mind users, which is like a little bit of a nod to Star Wars, but it's much different than the Force. As you two know, it's not just yeah, it's very
Yeah,
different. Um,
definitely.
but I thought it would be fun to add in something with like force shields and like psionic abilities. Um,
mhm,
Magical empathy, some people have telepathy. We see that come into play more in
mm.
book 3, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
There's so much
Yeah,
you could
and
do
not
with
in a
that.
good way
Yeah.
either.
Oh my gosh. I feel like it's not to give like too much away, but like at the end of book
Yeah,
1, it just feels like we've uh, throughout the story we start here and it gets the world gets bigger and bigger and bigger. At the end, you're like, oh, this is a lot different than I thought it was going to be, and I
Mhm.
need to know more.
yeah, that was,
Yes, like, it wraps it up, like, you kinda wrap that up, I love it.
yeah, I didn't want book 1 to end on, like, a brutal cliffhanger the way book 2 does, where it ends on a very brutal cliffhanger.
Great.
I know, I'm so sorry, I'm writing as fast as I can. Um, but yeah, I knew there was so much more to this world, I mean, this galaxy, right, than could really be shown in book 1. So I've continued building it out as I get deeper in. Book 3, you're gonna be like, "How did she even get us here?" Yeah,
That's so exciting.
I'm
That
surprised
I
is
love
myself,
it.
with
oh
where I've
yeah.
taken it, in a good way. I think it's gonna turn out really well.
I
Yeah.
love it. That makes it so much more fun. Like, when you can feel that the author's
Yeah,
having a good time writing it, creating it, like, "Oh, hey, I didn't realize we were going
Right.
there. All right, let's go."
I'm
Like,
buckled in for the
I
ride.
love that. I feel like that comes yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like that energy really comes
Yeah.
through in the book. Like, it just you've got such a good, like, the pace just it, like, clicks
yeah.
along, and it's so engaging.
Mhm.
Um, I'm so excited that there's gonna be 2 more books. You just don't even know.
And,
I'm so sold.
like, as we were reading, um, at least for me, it felt like space and romantasy isn't I don't know if well, there are some, but I haven't really read any. Um, it seems strange, like, when you first, uh, hear about the concept of the book, but as you're reading, you're just like, "Yeah, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense." And the story is so engaging that it doesn't even cross your mind that this is a little bit different than what we normally see.
Yeah, and I'm a big science fiction fan. Like, I grew up on not only Star Wars, which is more space fantasy, but Star Trek, um, as well, thanks to my dad and my older
Uh-huh.
brother. Um, but I just there's so much you can do with it, and I don't want to limit myself as a writer to just falling into, classic fantasy tropes and classic fantasy world building as much as I love those stories as well. Um, it's fantasy. Why can't we be in space with magic? It fits
Yeah,
the epic
Right?
scale and
exactly.
just
Make it
gives us
make
a little
sense.
twist.
Yeah. I mean, if we're going
I
through
love
a
it.
portal into a fairyland, we can go into
Well, right,
space.
exactly.
Right?
Not that big of
Right,
a
I
leap.
don't think so, but I know it can be a much harder sell to
No.
readers, um, especially since people tend to fall on either the sci-fi or the fantasy side of the fence. Um, and
Mhm.
I'm kind of straddling it with this series, plus throw in the romance. Um, yeah, but it's fun. It's fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
always. I will take the
That's pretty much how
romance.
I am. Like, you can get me any fantasy
Yeah.
setting, and as long as there's a good romance and a good plot to go along
Yeah.
with it, like external plot, I'm pretty much happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't
Well,
really have a need to be in any situation.
Yeah,
Just let me have those elements
exactly.
and I'll be
yeah,
fine.
exactly. Mhm. Well, and honestly, there's not really any story that doesn't have
Yeah,
some romance, even if it's
yeah,
not
for
centered
sure.
on it. Um, that's what
Yeah,
humans talk
it
about.
is, yeah, it's
Like,
one of
it's what we tell
our
stories about.
core
Uh,
storytelling, elements.
mhm. Yeah, and it's gets you emotionally attached
Yeah,
in a different way, and I think
Yeah.
that's, um, I think why I love, fantasy romance and just romance in general, but I do like sci-fi as well, and I wanna see more romance in it, especially after reading your book.
Yes. Yes. Romance in sci-fi. That needs to happen more often. I'm so happy that this exists. Also, I feel like with everything going on with Artemis 2
yeah.
and everybody's like, space, like, oh my God, space. I feel like this is very timely. Be like, listen, space
Yeah, right, I
romantasy,
know, I need to capitalize on
please,
that.
Mhm.
here, enjoy.
Fun fact about me, not only did I go to space camp in middle school, but for a while I wanted to be an astrophysicist as well, so I have a long love history with
Oh,
space. But I hate math,
wow.
so I'll just go to
Yeah.
space in my book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that didn't work out.
Yeah, I took calculus and I was like, "Hmm, no, I'll go back to creative writing."
Yeah. Calculus seems really like a lot, doesn't
It is
it?
a lot.
It's
Yeah,
definitely not
if
my
you love it,
favorite.
great, but I did not, so here we are.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
right? You're like,
Yeah,
"I'm gonna have fun
exactly.
writing about this. Thanks anyway."
Mhm. Yeah. Another thing I really liked was that the characters, like even though there are some like alien races and you do a really good job about describing them and explaining all of that, it's not like there's a lot of sci-fi that make even humans in the future so different. Like it's there's sort of a disconnect between how we think and feel and how they portray people in the future. And you didn't do that, and you made everybody very relatable and
Yeah.
human, I guess, like, even even the,
Yeah.
aliens or whatever. But it just made it, like, a really, like, familiar feeling, like, you didn't have to stop and think about, wait, what is this race? What is
Yeah,
that?
I didn't want to overly complicate it. Like I could have, right? I could have made it really complicated. When you're talking about a whole galaxy,
Yeah.
there's infinite possibilities there. But I figured keeping it not only simpler, just in terms of like, there's not literally 100 different alien species, which would be hard for me too. I don't want to do that. But
Mhm, mhm.
Who wants to keep
right,
track of
but that's
that?
one of the
No.
Yeah.
things that I've always loved about Star Trek specifically. Just to go back to sci-fi, and that so many of those characters, no matter what race they're from, um, they are always portrayed as, human, for lack of a better term. It's about people, and
Mhm.
not the
Uh-huh.
rest. And obviously, like
Yeah.
my books are political, all books are political, but um, just letting people have their like human stories, so to speak.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that's so
yes.
true.
I noticed the politics. I love it. This felt like a really timely sort of mirror,
Yeah.
societally, but fun. Like like this was a
Yeah,
fun
like,
mirror
"Hey, guys, I know everything's
in the
really
sense
bad,
that
but look at this."
but look, we can
Yeah.
enjoy this and still see like, oh yes, these things are problematic. Oh, hey, look,
Yeah.
we do that too.
Mhm.
With the conquering and the planet
Yeah.
destroying and the resources. Like all
Mhm.
of that stuff is what we deal with, in the broader scope of our
Yeah.
world and humanity and capitalism on the daily, but you've put it in there in a way where you're like, "Oh yeah, I get it. Like yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I resonate with that." But also like look at them going up against
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
I don't know. It hit home really nicely and I was like, "This is great."
Yeah.
Let me tear up a little.
Well, and weaving the religion in there too was I think makes it hit home more. Um, because, the religion mixed with the politics is what gets everything so messy.
Very messy. Yeah.
And you
It really does.
yeah, you don't we're starting to see what's going on with that, and I liked that you, like, sort of gave us little pieces and little pieces.
Oh, another fun fact about me, one of my majors was political science. You can just see all my interests
Oh,
coming together in this
You
book.
don't say.
yeah. It's the
You're like,
perfect
"Really, this
Right,
is
these are
just
just my
me.
lifelong
Here you
interests
go."
packaged
Mhm.
in one series
Uh-huh.
with the romance thrown in.
Hey,
I
write what
mean,
you
if you're
know.
gonna write I feel like if you're gonna write, you should do stuff like that because why not? You're
Yeah, and
like,
it's
"This is
it's
what I'm
what I
interested
know,
in.
and
Here,
Mhm.
enjoy. Other people
and
must be
so
too."
many like epic fantasy and romantasy stories do deal with political things, right? And I don't know how you could write a
Oh,
story like
sure.
this without like the systemic issues coming into play, to be honest.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. It's very layered, but not
Yeah.
confusing, and I think
Oh,
that's hard
thank
to
you.
do,
That's what I
so
was going
kudos to
for.
you,
So
really.
love to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Mhm. So, we already know that you look up, images and stuff to help you with writing. Do you have a fan
I do
cast?
not actually. No one's ever asked me that. I've never given it any thought.
Ooh. Oh,
I
Put you
know.
on the
we
spot.
Like,
should
oh no.
we should figure this out.
We should. We're gonna go look through a bunch of celebrities now.
Like, who should play Ezra?
Oh.
Somebody really studly with you know what? Can
Mhm.
Yemen. Listen, I'm
I don't.
casting
I
that
don't even
man
know who
in
that
everything. I
is.
will show you a picture right now. Oh no,
Okay.
you wouldn't. No, most people don't. He's this lovely is he Turkish? I think that's what I realized
Oh,
last time. I think
yeah.
he's
Yeah, you
Turkish.
were talking about
Okay.
that last
Um
time, yeah.
I so an author I work for, he's one of
Okay.
her fan cast people for her book and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, no, obviously." So,
Mhm.
let
Well,
me
I would put
let
Theo
me
James in any male role, so
Yeah,
he can be my
yes,
Ezra.
you would. Okay, look, here,
Oh,
From
yeah.
what I can
can you see
see,
him? I'm sorry that
that
my
looks like a
lighting
pretty
is in
good
the way, but
fit.
I know this is not great,
Yeah.
but he's got the beard and the hair and the bun, and he doesn't have to have a beard, and,
Mhm.
anyway,
Ezra has to
Yeah.
have a
Oh, I
beard.
need to know
he's
this now because I it
huge.
would make a great, like, TV show or movie because it is so cinematic.
That's the dream,
Yes.
right? Like, let's manifest that
Mhm.
together.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, for real.
Yes, yeah. Is there anything specific that you would like readers to take away from it?
Um, gosh, that's a tough question. I think one of the big things, if we go back to Mo, right, and her chronic illness, I think it would be I want people to know that they are capable of doing and surviving really hard things no matter what their challenges are. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but if we have our community, even if it's a small one, um, and we have, you
Mhm.
know, some level of inner strength, we can get through the really bad times. And I think a lot of us need that now more than ever, um, given the
Yeah.
way the world is.
Mhm.
Um, and I wish that for everybody, but it's hard.
I think that comes across really well. I think that
Yes.
that that is absolutely
Well, I'm
effectively
glad to hear that.
communicated, just in the way it really is because it's not just, like, her own inner talk and her capabilities, but it's the way her relationships, amplify that for her, like,
Mhm.
being able to depend on each other,
Yeah,
finding your people, and then, yeah, you're capable of so much, and you also deserve
yeah,
to rest, like, to
Yeah.
take care of yourself.
Mhm.
yeah,
I feel like that all comes across
yeah.
really
And most struggles
effectively,
with that,
so
like many of us do.
Yeah, for sure. Because life doesn't
Life
stop.
does not stop. It just
So
is. It doesn't stop for Mo either.
literally.
it does not.
Like, at all. Poor girl, she's like, "I'll get your rest later.
Yeah,
I'll
I
rest
think she
when we're
even
done with
says
this."
that
Yeah.
at one
Oh,
point. She's
well,
like, "Once all this is finished, I will take a break."
she does.
And then it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, my creator's not gonna let me have a rest,
Does,
is
and you're
she?"
just like
And you're, like, just laughing maniacally in the
There's
back.
this meme I love.
like,
It's something
"Oh,
like,
there's no break."
I'm cracking my characters like glow sticks so I can watch them shine. Like, yeah, that's the Starborne
That's so
saga pretty
funny.
much.
That's
Yeah, that's a
that's
good analogy.
amazing.
Oh, it is great.
I love that so much.
So also with your writing, how do you get into your, like, writing routine? Do you have specific drinks, or do you need to be in a certain room? Can you
Yeah,
write anywhere?
I'm very routine oriented. So I have to be in the room I'm in now, my office, at home to really get any work done. I've tried like coffee shops and stuff, but I am too easily distracted by all the sounds and the sights and all of that. Um, so
Yeah.
much like Mo and Ezra, who have sensory things they do not like in the world, I'm the same way, and so my nice quiet office is good.
I
Um,
love that.
and then as far as like drinks, snacks, pretty much just whatever I'm fixated on at that point in time. um, English breakfast
Mm.
tea is a big one for me, but also even just like ice water doesn't really matter.
Oh,
Um, Big into chocolate covered pretzels lately. I don't know why.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
oh,
mean, yeah, they
'cause
are.
they're
I don't know how I
So
got
delicious.
good.
into them though. All of a sudden, I was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna eat these now when I write." Um,
Oh,
yeah,
well, hey,
right,
good snack
yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
Um, and then
Guess we'll be eating those while we
yeah,
read book
right.
3.
Um, but then I've actually been struggling to get back into a routine, because I'm 7 months postpartum with my first baby, and that, threw me for a loop.
Mm.
Um, who would have guessed?
Oh,
Thank you.
first of all,
Congrats.
congratulations.
Um, but yeah, very difficult to get back into a routine at this stage in life. But I've been able to,
Yeah.
most recently, like the
Yes.
last probably 6 weeks, where I write in the morning before he gets up,
Okay.
and then I write at night after he goes to bed. So
Yeah.
yeah, even if it's like
Yay.
20
Yeah.
minutes. Oh, thank you
Congratulations.
so
That's awesome.
much.
Yeah, even if it is 20 minutes, you're at least writing that
Yeah,
day.
and I used to be, before having him,
Yep.
like I would just go right after dinner for like 4 hours by myself. My husband was like, "All right, have fun. Don't forget to
Uh-huh.
like take a break." And I can't. Right,
Like, "Mo,
right, exactly. Yeah.
bye."
Self-read there maybe with that aspect of her character. Um, but yeah, so it's
Uh-huh.
been, it's been an adjustment period, but we're getting back into the swing of things over here.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep,
it
it's
helps when
tough.
you cross the 6-month mark. There's all the little
Yeah, I
developmental
didn't
changes.
believe anybody when they told me that. I was
Mhm.
like, "You guys are all lying to me," and then it happened, and I was like, "Oh, it is true."
Yeah, something just
Yes.
Oh, they
changes.
didn't mean
So
Mhm.
if
that.
anyone listening is
Mhm,
freshly
mhm.
postpartum,
Yeah.
I didn't believe it either, but you will be okay.
It is true.
Oh, man.
So we've talked about Mo and Ezra a lot and how we love them. Um, but
Darius is horrible, Talus is horrible. There's a lot of horrible men in the
There
series.
are. Oh,
Yeah. Was that inspired by anyone or anything?
Life,
yeah.
I'm sure
Men.
many listeners
Yeah.
can relate. I've known some pretty terrible men, and there's some pretty terrible men in the public sphere that we can see even if we don't know. Um, and why would it be any different in this world?
Right?
Yep.
Talus was a really good, like, representation of just that gaslighting narcissistic
Yeah.
behavior. I was like, "Oh, I hate this guy so much."
He
Mhm. Yep.
"No, I'm being mean
Yep.
to you for your own good." "Okay,
may have
rude."
personal experience with that as well.
Yep.
As many of
Mhm.
us
Right?
do, as many of
As
us
do a
do.
lot of us, I think.
It's so funny though because I've had, readers from my first series follow me into this one, and they hated the central
Mm.
villain, also a man, in my first series. One of them even made a sticker where am I allowed to swear on this podcast? Okay, great.
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't
absolutely.
know. And it says "fuck Nazarov," which is his name. But then as they moved into the Starborne saga with
Nice.
me, they were like, "Oh, Talus is even worse than that guy," and I didn't think that was possible.
Oh, no.
Well, I think because it's so personal, between him and Mo that it takes it
Yeah.
to a different level. It's not just this abstract, like, "I want power," like, narrative. It's
Yeah.
really personal.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
it is, 'cause it makes it so well, I think it makes it more relatable too for anybody that's been in any kind of
Yeah.
relationship like that. Um, that yeah, it's the emotional aspect of that makes it so much
Yeah.
worse. Mm, no.
Just love when evil villains get their due, and I hope to read it. So,
My evil villains always get their due. I don't think that's a spoiler to say.
do. No,
Yeah,
no.
Good
yeah, we
will
have to
always
see it.
triumph in my
We have to see it.
books eventually.
Mhm.
Right? Yeah.
So
Happy
you're
Yep.
endings and love wins, and that's fine.
There's a lot of
Otherwise, I can't do it. I've gotten to the
yeah,
point in my
right?
life where
Mhm.
I have to know that there's good
Yeah,
coming,
everything's
or I
just
just
really
can't do
bad
it
and
anymore.
chaotic until the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm here for it. Rip my heart out. That's
Mhm.
okay.
We
As
will.
long as we put it back.
Yes, yes. I loved, Shadow's
Yeah.
character, is
Yes.
do we see more
We do
in
see
book
more of
2?
Shadow in book 2. Shadow took me by surprise as I
Oh,
was writing
good.
them, where I thought they were just gonna be kind of this,
Oh,
like, throwaway character, and as I got toward the end of the first
Mhm.
draft of book 1, I was like, "Oh, you can stick around." But as many of my readers have pointed out, they're very enigmatic.
oh,
They're very, like, aloof, right? They're some of my readers don't trust them even after book 2. Um, but s such right,
it's
such
a
is the
government
nature
thing.
of,
Mhm. It really
a
is.
spy, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. You never really
Yeah,
know. You're like,
and it's
I
been
don't
fun
know. I
trying
don't
to play
know.
with
You lie
that.
for a career.
Yeah.
I bet. Do
Mhm.
you do like character sheets or anything like when you're doing stuff where you're just like, or do they just like announce themselves? Like, here I am.
A little bit of
Here I am in
both.
your book.
Like Shadow just announced himself because I needed a character for that role as I was drafting. Um, and then I kind of like clicked with them after their first scene and I was like, okay, I need to like do a little work on you to figure out who you are. But I don't do like traditional character
Mhm.
sheets. I just usually like brain dump all my stuff about them into a document and then organize it later. And like I
Nice.
have a big story Bible document where I keep like all the details of the world, including the characters. And right now it's like, I think it's like 95 pages at this point.
Oh my god.
Well,
That's
that's
amazing. I
also
love
keeping
it.
track of like timelines, right? Characters, motivations, the magic system, the
Sure.
planets, all that. Like all of that goes in there, so that I don't lose the
Yeah.
That's
details
incredible.
because it's very easy to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, Excuse me while I refer back
Yeah,
to
no, I
my
literally have to do that.
wealth of
Yeah,
information over here." I bet.
Did you
That makes
die?
sense.
Can I
yeah,
still write about you?
I do mark who dies. Uh,
Yep. Did this
yeah,
planet get blown up? Dang it.
Mhm.
forgot about that
Nope.
one.
Shoot. No,
Yes.
I love
Oh.
that though.
Mhm.
I love the behind the scenes, like, this is where the world is built. This is, where we keep it. And, it just, I
Yeah, I
find it
know
all
I
really
like learning about what
fascinating.
other writers do
Mhm.
too, because we all have such a different way of doing the same thing, really. It's cool just to see like what you
Mhm.
can learn from other people
Yeah.
and steal for your own process.
Yeah.
Right? We had one author who, fills out, like, an
Okay,
Enneagram,
yeah,
Mhm.
like, thing for each of her characters to, like, okay, how are they motivated? What's their like, what hurts them? Like, how do they respond to
yeah.
that kinda thing? I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I
okay,
did,
that makes
for my
sense."
first series, not this one, the Myers-Briggs test for the main cast. Um, so
Oh,
Mhm.
similar there, but
yes.
I don't know, I just didn't do it for this one. It didn't feel
Uh-huh.
right. It does,
That
yeah, yeah, my
matters.
process
That
changes
matters
every
so
book.
much.
Mhm.
Starts with the
Mhm.
vibes.
I love that.
Yeah. Yes. Well, they're very good
That's what I
vibes.
go on.
Yes. Love this
I
world.
read on vibes, so
Mhm. It's uh, a big world with, I mean, universe, I guess,
Quite literally.
with all the different worlds and yeah, and the different landscapes and everything. And when they're going through their like treasure hunt throughout these different planets and stuff. I liked how you brought them alive. Like again, I blows my mind that you don't like see things when you write because it's very vivid.
No, I appreciate that, that's a huge compliment, and what's so funny is I didn't know that other people, like, were the opposite of me. I thought people just, like, said that as, like a phrase. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I see a movie in my head." Come to find
Mhm.
out,
Mhm.
people really do.
it's so funny
So
how our
different,
brains are so
yeah.
different like that.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
you're just like, "Wait, you
Yeah,
actually no, stop. That's not real."
Yes.
"What do
Yeah.
you mean you hear them talking in your head? What? No."
Mhm. Yep. That's a thing.
evidently.
I love it. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm the opposite. I'm like, "Wait, people don't hear, like, narration in your
Oh,
head?"
I do have a narration in my head. Yeah, I have a
Not
constant inner
just
monologue going.
There are people
yeah,
that don't,
same.
though, and I'm like, "Y there's
Yeah,
nothing going on?"
yeah,
Isn't that so weird? My husband doesn't either, and
yeah.
I'm like, "How's that possible?" And he's like, you hear things?" I'm like, "It never is quiet. What are you talking
He's
about?
like the calm to my chaos though, so
Must be nice."
Mm-mm. Mhm.
Yes,
it
and you know
is,
what?
it
That's
is.
necessary. It is. It helps a lot.
Yep.
We can't both be chaos.
So, book 2, you have, the ARC form open. How long are you going to keep that
I will
open
keep it
for?
open through May 8th because, yeah, Friday, May 8th, because
May
that's
8th.
like a week buffer until the book actually comes out. Um, and of course, book 1 is required reading, book 2,
Okay.
but you can apply for an ARC and
Mhm.
then catch up. Like, I do not
Yeah.
care.
Yeah,
Um,
you cannot. You have to read
yeah,
it.
you have
It's
to
so
read them
good.
in order, but I don't care if you haven't read it when you apply for book 2. And book 1's available in Kindle Unlimited, so I know a lot of Romantasy readers use that, and I keep my books in there to try to make them accessible.
So what is the publishing date?
May 18th for the Stellar Veil. Yep,
18th.
we are 5 weeks
Okay.
out.
Awesome.
Oh,
So
that's so
excited.
exciting.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. You know what? That is good summer break reading right there.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying, right? Like, a galactic treasure
yes.
hunt and, like,
Mhm.
evil politicians and gods.
Yeah.
How is that not good summer reading?
Yeah.
Yes.
It has, like,
Literally, like,
something for
Yeah,
everyone.
this is the perfect
yeah.
time for this.
Like,
Like,
if you
literally,
loved over the
Mhm.
perfect
last
timing.
decade when all the, like, Marvel movies would come out in the summer and you miss that feeling, read my
Yes.
series. It might make
Yep.
you feel the same
Mhm.
way.
Literally.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
actually, yes, it's definitely
It
got the
really
big
is.
epic cinematic feeling to it,
Plus the
Mhm.
literally.
kissing,
Yeah.
so,
It's so good.
I mean,
it's the
Listen,
best of both
that kiss.
worlds.
it is.
Oh
It
my
really
god.
is. Oh gosh.
When you're waiting the whole book for them to touch fingers. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, your
Yeah.
covers. Your covers are
Oh,
so
thank you.
pretty. Did you come
I
up with the
love them.
concept yourself, or did your cover
I, like,
artist do
sort of
that?
had the concept, and I brought it to my cover artist and was like, "I don't know what I'm doing, but this is my idea. Can you help me?" And she knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she did.
she
They're
did great, and we
amazing.
Yeah.
kinda know what the next
I
2 books are
love
gonna look
it.
like and what colors those are gonna be and everything. Um, so that's
Mm.
exciting.
Oh,
That's awesome. Yeah, they really, I mean, some books you can't really tell what the book is gonna be about. They're pretty abstract. And yours is still abstract, but it's so, I don't know. I feel like you look at it and you know what you're
I
getting
feel like
into.
it gives the vibe of like there's magic, but it's not just fantasy, right? Um, maybe they could lean a
Mhm.
little more into the
It definitely
romance,
gives
but
space vibes.
I think that's okay since it's a slow burn anyway.
Yes.
It's so good.
Mhm. Mhm.
They're the cutest, by the
I
way. They're
love
so cute.
them.
I love them so
I love
much.
them.
Mhm.
They're so cute.
Yep.
I love that Ezra is this big, giant, super top of his game Vanguard commander man, and he's like the nicest, sweetest, most
Yeah.
respectful, like,
Mhm.
"Oh, are you okay? Oh, do you need?" And she's like, "What?
Yeah.
What?" And he's like, "No, no. Like, can I help you?"
Um,
Yeah. If you enjoyed our yapping, stay tuned for our next episode, where we talk with Rena Ashley about her dark paranormal romantasy, The Shadows That Whisper. Until next time, happy reading.
I always say that, he likes when she's mean to him, so
Yeah.
Yes! Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's like, "Oh, she's
Yeah.
so mean, and she's so
yeah.
grumpy, and I love her so much. Look at her. She's so
Yeah,
cute when she's
basically.
angry."
Well, she probably is because
It's the
he's so dang
best.
tall.
And it's Mo's
Because
not,
he's
Mo's not like
ginormous.
she's not a tiny girl either, but he's just a giant, so
Yeah.
Yeah. He
yeah.
makes her feel small.
If you enjoyed our yapping, stay tuned for our next episode, where we talk with Rena Ashley about her dark paranormal romantasy, The Shadows That Whisper. Until next time, happy reading.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's great. I will
Exactly.
take that.
Yeah.
No, and she's a
Mhm.
badass.
She
She's like, "Yeah, here
is.
we go.
She is. I
I can
know. I
take you."
had to I had to let her be one.
Oh, it's
Mhm.
so good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so good. She really you feel like she really is leading the charge.
Yeah.
All
Yes.
like, she's got it. And he's like, "Oh, okay. Is this what we're doing?" She's like, "Yeah. Yeah, obviously.
Shut up and follow me.
Literally.
Let's go. You could pretend to give orders, but you are not in charge,
It's
sir."
her ship. She's the
Mhm.
captain.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yes, she is. Oh, so good.
She's like, don't say anything about it. It's old, but
Yeah.
it's mine.
I love her. I love her hair. I love the way you
Yeah.
describe their smells. Like, I love that, like, the fantasy element,
Yeah.
everybody's has a scent, And,
Mhm,
like,
mhm.
I love
Yeah.
that you put that in there that way, and it's like, vanilla, cinnamon, and like, and he's,
Yeah.
I love it.
Mhm. Yeah.
It was just any particular reason for the
Oh, for
smells
Mo and Ezra?
or, like, those
Um,
particular scents?
Ezra, I
Mhm.
picked, like,
Uh-huh.
that kind of, like, evergreen, like, foresty smell, um, because his eyes are green. I know this may be a little weird, but I was like,
Oh,
I feel like
nice.
that just fits him, and also Mo loves the forest. That's, like, not only the home planet that she grew up
Uh,
on that got destroyed. I don't think that's a spoiler because it's told early in the book. Um,
No, it's
and then,
fine.
like, the one that she
Yeah.
ended up growing up on anyway. Um, she was always surrounded by the forest, so it seemed fitting in on both counts. And then making Mo basically smell like fresh baked
yes.
cookies. I I thought that would be fun because she has such a rough exterior, to make her smell like something that is really
Mhm.
soft
Mhm.
and warm, because that's who she is
Mhm.
underneath all of her armor
I
and her
love that.
trauma, and all of that. Like, that's really
Mhm.
who she is.
Yeah.
Big, lovey,
Yeah.
cuddly, squishy girl
Yeah, the
underneath
world
it
just
all.
doesn't let
I
that come
love
out
it.
very often.
Like,
Yeah.
no, it's
But
not safe. No.
Ezra's
No.
giving her space where it can come out as she gets comfortable.
And that's
She's
why
Yeah.
we
only
love
soft
him.
for him. You should use that because it's the flip, only soft for her. She is
Oh, I
only soft for
should.
him.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Helping me with my marketing, which
Great.
I'm
I
off
love
my
it.
game this week, so thank you for
You're welcome.
that.
Well, I think we could literally talk about this book
Yeah,
forever,
I will keep
but
yapping.
we do need to
So
We
go.
could.
But thank you so
Same.
much for joining us. We obviously really, really enjoyed your book and we're definitely reading
Thank
the
you so much
next
for
one.
having me.
um,
And the
s-
next, and the next.
yes. So your ARCs forums are
Yep.
through May 8th, and then the book
Yep.
comes out the 18th. So we'll put the links in the description below.
Thank you so much for having me.
If you enjoyed our yapping, stay tuned for our next episode, where we talk with Rena Ashley about her dark paranormal romantasy, The Shadows That Whisper. Until next time, happy reading.